Welcome to Edupedia World Grade 10 Computer Science Video Lecture Series. I am Upeka Vendibona and this is the second part of Fundamental Laws of Boolean Algebra. In the previous episode, we learned about 6 kinds of fundamental laws of Boolean algebra, and with the duality principle, we learn how to derive new kind of laws with the existing ones we know. If you want more details on these 6 laws, check back the previous video. There it will show you how to draw the logical circuit and the truth table for these. So now let's talk about the remaining laws. The 7th law, A plus A equals A. We call this idempotency law. It states that when we sum a Boolean quantity to itself, the resultant is original quantity. Take a look at the truth table. 0 plus 0 is 0, 1 plus 1 is 1. So the output is same as the input. Now if we apply the duality principle for this law, we can derive a new law called as A dot A equals A. So that is our 8th law. It's another variation of the idempotency law. When we product a Boolean quantity to itself, the resultant is original quantity. Now in the truth table, 0.0 is 0, 1.1 is 1. The output is same as the input. Now here is our 9th law, A double bar equals A. We call this involution law, or else we can say double complementing law. It states that complementing a variable twice or any even number of times results in the original Boolean value. Can you draw the logic circuit and the truth table for this? Let's try to do that. Here we need 2 NOT gates, and I am going to draw the 2 NOT gates, the first NOT gate and the second NOT gate, and the input is A. At the first NOT gate it will output A bar, and in the second NOT gate it will output A double bar. Now this is our input and this is the intermediary step, and this is our output Y. Now let's go for the truth table. Here we have the input A and the intermediary step A bar and the output Y, which is A double bar. Now we have 2 variations, 0 and 1 for the input A, and at the intermediary step the values are 1 and 0, and at the output it will become 0 and 1, which means the same output as in the input. In the law it states twice or any even number of times. Therefore we have to do something like this in the logic circuit, looping through the NOT gates. Now it is perfect. Now here is our 10th law, A plus B equals B plus A. It means for an OR gate, it doesn't matter which input comes first. Now take a look at the 2 logic circuits shown in here. In the left side, it represents the left hand side of the expression. In the right side logic circuit, it represents the right hand side of the expression. Now if you check the truth table of those 2, you can see at the output both of them got 0, 1, 1, 1. So we call this law commutative law. It tells us we can reverse the order of variables that are either odd together or AND together without changing the truth of the expression. That means by applying the duality principle, by changing the plus into dots, we can derive another variation of this commutative law. And that is our 11th law, A dot B equals B dot A, same as the A plus B equals B plus A. So if we check the truth table of those 2, it got the same output, 0, 0, 0, 1, both in the left hand side as well as the right hand side. Now here is the 12th law, A plus B plus C equals A plus B plus C. So this is a matter of where we put the parentheses, how we group the variables together when it is using OR gates. Now take a look at the left side logic circuit. It makes the B plus C separately and input that into a OR gate with the input A. So this left side logic circuit represents the left hand side of the expression. In the right side logic circuit, it makes the A plus B separately and input that into a OR gate with the input C. So this right side logic circuit represents the right hand side of the expression. And now if you check the truth tables of both of the sides, left hand side as well as the right hand side, you can see the outputs are same, 0 with the remaining ones. We call this law associative law. It tells us that we can associate group of some variables together with parentheses without altering the truth of the expression. If we apply the duality principle for this law by changing the pluses into dots, we can arrive with our 13th law, A dot B dot C equals A dot B dot C. It's another variation of the associative law. If you check at the truth tables, you can see it got the same output Y. The last row of both of the table got the value 1 and remaining values are all zeros. Now the 14th law is a little bit complex one. We called it distributive law. A dot B plus C equals A dot B plus A dot C. If you check the left hand side logic circuit, you can see the B plus C is handled separately and input into the AND gate with the input A. But in the right hand side there are two AND gates to handle A dot B and A dot C separately, and both of these outputs are inputted into a OR gate to make the A dot B plus A dot C. Even though the logic circuits are totally different from each other, the truth tables are same. You can see it got the same output. Now this distributive law states that ORing the variables and then ANDing the results with single variable, that means the left hand side, is equivalent to ANDing the results with a single variable with each of the several variables and then ORing the products, that means the right hand side. If we apply the duality principle for this law, that means changing the pluses into dots and changing the dots into pluses, we can arrive to our 15th law. A plus B dot C equals A plus B dot A plus C. If we check the truth tables of these two logic circuits, you can see it got the same output. So this is a variation of the distributive law. Now let's move into 16th law. A plus B bar equals A bar dot B bar. Now check the left hand side and right hand side logic circuits. In the left hand side logic circuit, the NOT gate appears at the end of the circuit. But in the right hand side logic circuit, the NOT gates appears in the beginning, and there are two NOT gates. The left hand side uses a OR gate and right hand side uses a AND gate. So totally different logic circuits. But if you check the truth table, you can see it got the same result. We call this De Morgan's theorem. It states that the complement of sum or product equals the product or sum of the complements. Now if we apply the duality principle for this law, we can arrive with the other variation of De Morgan's theorem, changing the pluses into dots and dots into pluses. With that, we can arrive with our 17th law. A dot B bar equals A bar plus B bar. So this is same like the previous, totally different logic circuits, but the truth tables are same. Now let's go for the 18th law. A plus A dot B equals A. We call this absorption law, and it is also known as covering. Actually, for absorption law, it has several variations. In this variation, if you check the logic circuit, you can see A dot B is handled separately, and that output is inputted into a OR gate with the input A. Now in the truth table, you can see the output is same like the input A. Now if you apply the duality principle for this 18th law, we can arrive with our 19th law, changing the pluses into dots and dots into pluses. A dot A plus B equals A. In the logic circuit, A plus B is handled separately, and that output is inputted into an AND gate with the input A. In the truth table, you can see the output is same as the input A. Now here we at the last law we are going to learn. A plus A bar dot B equals A plus B. It is another variation of the absorption law. Take a look at the left hand side logic circuit. The A bar B is handled separately, and that output is inputted into an OR gate with the input A. The right hand side is just a simple OR operation. So the logic circuits of both of the sides are totally different. But if you compare the truth tables, you can see the output of those two tables are equal. So that's how the absorption law is working. If you apply the duality principle for this law, changing the pluses into dots and dots into pluses, you will get the law A dot A bar plus B equals A dot B. Now can you draw the logical circuit for right hand side and the left hand side with the corresponding truth tables? Let's try to do that. To draw the logical circuit, first we have to start from the things that is inside of the parentheses. A bar plus B. So here we need a NOT gate. The input is A, and with that we use a OR gate. So this is the input B. Now we need a AND gate, and we have to input the input A, and this is our output Y. So this is the logical circuit for the left hand side. Let's try to create the truth table for left hand side. We have two inputs A and B, and the intermediary step A bar, and the next intermediary step A bar plus B, and the output Y. Now let's try to fill the input values 0 0 1 1 0 1 0 1, and the intermediary step A bar 1 1 0 0, and the next intermediary step A bar plus B 1 1 0 1. And now for the output we need to use this column and this column over here, and the result is 0.1 is 0, 0.1 is 0, 1.0 is 0, and 1.1 is 1. So the output is something like this for the left hand side. And for the right hand side, you can see it is just a typical AND operation. Now if we hide out these two columns over here, we can obtain the AND operation truth table. So here 0.0 is 0, 0.1 is 0, 1.0 is 0, and 1.1 is 1. So this output over here is same for the AND operation. And that's all what you have to learn regarding fundamental laws of Boolean algebra. Here we have learned 21 laws. As most of the laws can be derived by using the duality principle, it is not actually 21. It is much more lesser than that. Hope you got the understanding of what are the fundamental laws of Boolean algebra. From the next lesson, we are going to understand how to use these laws to reduce the Boolean algebraic expressions. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next episode.